have no clue what I'm doing. And like anyone who doesn't know what they're doing, I drove across the country and back.
Well, I'm Tessa Smith with Screen Rant. Thank you both so much for taking the time today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Lisa, for you, I got to know, what was it like when you found out your book was going to be made into a series?
There were so many emotions. It was all happening at the same time because I think it might have happened on publication day or like a day or two later. So it was a lot of stuff sort of happening at once. I was, because I'm not all sunshine, I was definitely like, oh God, what does this mean for this and this and this? I was concerned, but my first fears would have been like, Maggie, whose real name is used. Like, what is that? What would that mean for her if her story was on a screen? So that was the main question that came with the. I had more, questions and concerns than I did like a sort of initial excitement.
Oh, well, Shailene, for you, what was it like joining this, and why did you want to be a part of I feel like it's so important to tell these stories and it's emotional, and what was it like for you?
It was incredible and hard and complex, and life is messy, and this is a show about life, and that's kind of it. Like it's deep, and it's not that deep because it's just real, and real life is real life. And it's rare as an actor, I feel like, that we have opportunities or to just be that real and to be that honest and to not have something that's sensationalized or heightened for the point of artistic licensure or entertainment, but to just go, you kind of can't write anything this extreme because nothing is more extreme than the truth. And so every day on the show, all of us actors and Lisa, like we would talk, and our directors about how equally taxing and exhausting working on this show was, because it was so emotional, and yet how much freedom and release came from it because there was the opportunity to express those emotions.
Yeah, it's kind of cathartic.
Very cathartic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Lisa, how closely did you work with Laura in adapting the book for the screen?
Very closely. It was me, Laura, my husband Jackson Waite, upon who the character of Jack is loosely based on, and then it was Chisa Hutchinson and Tori Sampson, and we worked very closely in adapting it together. Yeah.
Awesome. Shailene, for you, is there like a little bit of pressure maybe that comes along with these are real people's stories? So taking that to the screen?
There's always pressure. I try to not, I actually don't think about it, because thinking about it, I think only gets in the way and creates like roadblocks to being authentic and being truthful. And yes, these are based on real women's stories. And as important as those real women are, they can kind of in so many ways be so many women, because so many of us relate to these stories. So instead of kind of approaching it going, this is specific to Lena and the woman behind Lena, yes, that is true. And the courage that the woman behind Lena had to give Lisa the story basically was an invitation to go, I know I'm not alone in this. And other women might find some comfort and refuge here too.
Yeah. And Lisa, for you, sort of along the same thing, what is the pressure that comes with making sure it's done correctly?
I mean, there's so much. It's, when it's real people's stories, you want to, specifically with Maggie, it's her real name. You just want there's just so many things that you have, it's not just like some random person in, Nebraska watching it. It's the person in North Dakota who lives down the road from you and is, maybe going to look at you in a different way at the supermarket, or it's all of those things and thinking about how the women would feel. And I'm still thinking about that, obviously, because it hasn't come out. Yeah, those are things that I think about, but I'm an overthinker, but I do. It's definitely 100 times a day.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for your time. From what I saw, I mean, I'm very excited to see the rest of it. I saw one episode and I can't wait for more. So I can tell it's going to be an emotional journey, but I'm ready for it.
Oh, thank you.
These three women.